Are there any particular experiences during your time with us that have influenced your perspective as a musician?
Obviously, yes. The other thing I thought of to this question was when we were doing the Gospel according to the Other Mary, and of course Peter Sellers speaks, and well, this makes me think of another example too. But nothing is thrown away, and there's just such a high value for life in what he says and what he invokes for you to think about. You realize that it's just such this beautiful value of life. And I remember this moment where he came backstage, beautiful artists, to talk to us, and he just basically said that to us. Don't throw these words away. When you're saying and I pulled out the score to remind myself of the words, but in he who rips his flesh, who pulls the veil out from under it and starts out walking towards Damascus, walking towards Beirut. And he said, so it's like 8 p.m. and 7:55 in California. And he says, right now in Damascus, in Syria, people's homes are being blown up. And it just was that kind of moment where you pan out and you see us in California and you see someone wake, maybe it's dawn in Syria, and are they sleeping well because they know, what's going to happen? Is their neighbor still there? Is their family still there? And it just was such a stunning moment of like a global moment. Yeah, just like seeing better the large and the small of it.
Yeah, that totally connects to me. When I think about how important it is for us in our music making to always be aware of the larger message. It's so easy for musicians, I think especially professional musicians, to get so caught up in the perfection of what we're doing that it can be easy to lose sight of everything that we sing has a really deep resonance. I mean, that's why we choose to sing these pieces, and it's why we focus on the repertoire that we do, is because of the wider connections that they make.
Yeah.
And so that reminder, I just think is something that has to be constantly with us. Thanks
Yeah.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
In closing, is there a song or a piece of music that you've found helpful during this time that you'd like to share with our audiences?
Both of you, I think, would love Kamasi Washington, LA native, and his piece, well, it's a piece, it's an EP called Harmony of Difference. And he is someone I've seen live a few times. For choral lovers, he's like really uses choir in a beautiful way. The last track is called Truth. It starts with, so the track I'm suggesting to listen to is Desire. And it really just, what he does so beautifully is he brings communities together. So you talk about what, as musicians, can we do? And part of it is moving people through music. And part of it is elevating different people's voices. And part of it is bringing together different communities on stage, which brings together different communities in the audience. What I'll end with is desire, like desire for togetherness, for empathy, for change. All of that starts with desire. And I've been really thinking a lot about hope. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was surprised to learn I didn't have as much hope as I thought. And without hope, you don't sustain desire, right? So I've also been thinking about those people out there doing good work and all the hope they must have. And I mean, since then, I've had different levels of hope about different things, but I just love this desire. It starts so beautifully and it goes through integrity and perspective and lands on truth. And I highly encourage everybody to listen from the beginning all the way to the end for that mix of all of the themes all together. It's really amazing.
Wow. Well, Kristen, thanks for that. So on behalf of Jenny and myself and the Master Chorale, thank you so much for talking with us today. And truly, we will leave our audience with Desire by Kamasi Washington. And this is from the so beautifully named Harmony of Difference, because that's what all of this is about. So,
Yeah.
Kristen, thanks.
Oh, guys, what a pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers.